No, I can't. I'm only here to observe.
He's got a rainbow mug! He's got a rainbow mug! He's got a rainbow mug! Hey everybody, and welcome to another movie night. I'm Jackie, and today we are watching Ted Lasso Season 3, Episode 5, Signs. Now, firstly, I just want to say thank you guys so much for your patience, for sticking with me and watching these videos, even as they've been coming out a little bit late. I've mentioned this on Patreon and a little bit in the comments, but I've been dealing with a bit of a family emergency the last couple weeks that has put me behind schedule. I'm doing my best to get back on track here, but I cannot tell you guys just how much your support has meant to me. One, watching Ted Lasso will get me through just about anything because it's pure and wholesome and wonderful and just food for the soul. But knowing that you guys are sticking around to watch and always here to support me, I cannot describe how much it means to me. And I just wanted to say a quick thank you to all of you. So anyway, on that note, Ted Lasso. We had a very interesting episode last week. You could say it was a big week. Yeah, I know, that was bad. That was bad. But yes, we had a really interesting episode, which I'm not gonna lie, wasn't terribly surprising to me. Considering it was only episode 4 of, I believe, 12, it makes sense that we have to lose early on to win bigger later. On Discord, you guys know that I was hunting for that gift from A Knight's Tale. You're dropping back now to have a more dramatic victory later. Thank you so much to the person who finally found it for me. You know who you are. I appreciate it. But yes, considering I now know, thanks to you guys in the comments, that most teams play each other twice in a Premier League season, it makes perfect sense from a writing standpoint that Richmond would lose to West Ham early in the season to win later. So whether they beat West Ham later, whether something else happens, I don't know, but this very much fits with the narrative structure of we have to start at the bottom to end at the top. So that was not surprising, but still was painful to watch. It was really rough to see our beautiful team succumb to anger like that. It was entertaining, don't get me wrong. I appreciate the strength of their anger over the Believe sign. The Believe sign is sacred, and I'm so sorry I haven't gotten one yet. I have been meaning to. I need to. Shame on me. Shame on me. If I don't have a Believe sign by next week, spam me in the comments. Publicly shame me. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Oh, anyway. It's been a long few weeks. But anyway, yeah, so that was the main point. I really liked that we saw Nate's conflict. He is still Nate. He is still an insecure mess. Thank you, Jade, for being so completely unimpressed. But I really appreciated that he recognized that he kind of did Ted dirty, that he kind of owes Ted an apology, and that he needs to do better. But every single time he tries, frickin' Palpatine, Rupert is there, even when he's not actually physically there in person. Oh, he's always there. And no, it is not surprising that Rupert is fooling around with his assistant. Is anybody surprised by that? I did appreciate Rebecca standing up for Bex, though. Like, that was a really surprisingly pleasant and wholesome moment that Rebecca and Bex had together, and Bex just sharding on Rupert. Oh, it was glorious. She has moved up in my estimation. She's moved up a bit. I give her credit for that. But yeah, I appreciated Rebecca looking out for her, taking the high road, and whether or not it's going to do anything, we all know it's not. Rupert is not the type of person that takes opportunities to be better, but I appreciated that Rebecca gave him that opportunity. Jamie is a superstar. Oh, okay, I have said this since season 1, and I will stand by it. Phil Dunster deserves so much more credit than he gets for this show. It actually hurts me that he's never been nominated for Ted Lasso, and that is wrong, and I am so enjoying his character arc this season. He has grown so much and evolved, and I love it, and I love his Luke and Yoda dynamic with Roy right now. It's just a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Keely and Jack, who's sadly not named Jackie, I'm gonna take it anyway. I don't care. We have the same prefix or this same consonant sounds. I don't know. I'm gonna take it. I think Jack is cool. I think Jack and Keely are gonna have a little something something because Keely has openly admitted that she's into girls. So, like, give us some fun. On that note, I really, really, really appreciate the LGBTQ representation that we're getting this season, because I feel like that's sort of the one thing that's been lacking up to this point. Seasons 1 and 2, again, are so good with representation. They're so good with their respect for humanity and their respect for people and Ted's absolute acceptance of everyone. I just feel like up to this point, we haven't had enough LGBTQ representation. So I love that we're having Colin, potentially Trent Crimm, who has the strut and the hair. Let's be real. But now we have a little bit of a flirtation between Keeley and Jack. I'm really enjoying the flexibility there and the representation that we're getting. So hoping they continue with that. We'll see what happens. You know me, I'm a diehard Roy and Keeley shipper. I will die on this hill. And until the fat lady sings, is that appropriate to say anymore? Can I say that anymore? Can I say that anymore? Either way, it's not over till it's over. I am holding out hope for Roy and Keeley. We shall see. And of course, I am so proud of Ted for being a mature human and parent / co-parent. I am so proud of him for that final scene. Oh my God. Especially the shot of him starting with his hands in his pockets, because that's something that we often see before a panic attack, and then reaching for the whiskey, or I'm assuming it's whiskey that he's drinking, maybe bourbon, I don't know. But his alcohol, because that's, again, been a sign of messy Ted. The few times that he's not been himself has been when he's been drinking. And so I loved that moment that he very deliberately set the glass down and went and had a mature conversation with his ex-wife. I love it. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. I know this seems like a rambling intro, but I'm testing it out to see if I talk more at the beginning and end, then I'm less likely to get copyrighted. So bear with me. I think that's about it. I think that's all I've got. Zava is cult leader, like nothing's changed there. Zava's a cult leader and Shandy is irritating me. I have been trying so hard. I am trying to keep an open mind. I am trying to do the Lasso way and kill with kindness, but oh my God, she's making it so hard. She's making it so hard for me, and I know that's the point, but anyway, all right. I think that's enough rambling for copyright here. On that note, let's get into this episode. As always, please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Drop me a comment. Let me know all your thoughts and theories. Ooh, I also have a theory, and this is a dark theory, but I do have a theory that Rupert's gonna die. And I'm not gonna say that that makes me happy, because that would be a terrible thing to say. But let's just be real. We have parallels to Palpatine, and Palpatine does die at the end of the trilogy. So just saying, but we did have that prediction that Rebecca's going to be a mother, and I also have the running theory about the car accident, because she's going to be upside down in a rain and a storm or something. So I don't know what the context is going to be, but apparently I'm not the only one that has this theory about Rupert dying or Rebecca in a car accident or something and her taking the baby. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But on that note, redder is better, so hit what may or may not be a big red subscribe button depending on your browser. Check me out on Patreon for the full-length version of this reaction as well as all of my other content, Twitter and Instagram for other ways to follow. And without further ado, let's get into the episode.
And with this loss, Richmond have now gone 7 weeks without a victory.
Oh! Gotta start at the bottom to work your way back up.
Their loss to Nathan Shelley and West Ham last month, it seems the Greyhounds have been dropping like a stone.
Yeah. I mean, they're not in relegation territory yet, but that's...
I knew positive thinking was bullshit!
Baz is interesting right now. He's got a little mini arc going there.
I don't know what the heck the problem is. Do you guys?
Our defense is in shambles. Our offense is stale.
If the boys are gonna fucking stand around watching fucking Zara fucking match, we should make them buy fucking tickets.
That was impressive, Roy. Oh boy.
Hey, boss.
Oh, she's worn this dress before, I think.
I have one quick question for you. Are we ever gonna win another fucking match?
What happened to just have fun?
That's north, Ted.
This way.
The metaphor still stands.
I'm pretty sure it's that way. That's what I meant, that way. No, it's right fucking that way.
You are.
This is my way.
Oh, you're all wrong, it's that way!
Shit.
Nobody knows. a lot of like Abbott and Costello vibes this season. Like we always have a lot of dry humor, a lot of sort of rom-com style humor, but I'm getting a lot of like almost vaudevillian Abbott and Costello vibes this season, and I am here for it. Ooh, this is where she dumped what's-his-face. Who's she gonna run into here? The green matchbook, yes! This is the relationship cafe for her.
Rebecca.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Thanks.
Friday night swings night!
It's so lovely to meet you. Likewise, hello there.
She's got a ring on her finger.
And then Rebecca dumped me out of nowhere. In this exact coffee shop.
Coffee shop, yes!
Took her to see Hamilton on our first date.
Amazing. And then defended my honour.
Martin Short's wallet.
Sir Anthony Hopkins filmed a little video for Jessica's father as Hannibal Lecter, you know.
And he said no.
What a shock.
I grabbed that rapscallion by the collar and I said, hey, we didn't ask for you to be famous. And took a quick Ussie of the three of us.
Ussie! The callbacks in this episode!
My shite in nining armour. Wait, no, you said shite in nining armour. You actually said those specific words.
Is this going to be a Sam and Rebecca episode?
Adding more clients, that could mean less attention paid to the wonderful people we already represent.
Keely's, on display at the moment.
I agree with Keely. That's great.
Interesting. Keely and Jack are on the same wavelength here.
You ever think Sunshine gets jealous of her?
No, not. Just wanted to share the exciting news that I've started an app.
Oh dear.
It's like banter, but it's better when someone actually cares about helping people have sex with celebrities.
Please tell me this is a joke.
We are looking for investors.
Oh, we've gone rivalry.
Shandy does not have a relationship with rejection, or her ex, or the workplace, or most nouns, really.
Or apparently chewing with her mouth closed.
I'm sorry, but I know someone as brilliant as you will land on their feet.
Say what now?
No, Keely.
That's what you have to say,
Sorry,
Shandy.
that's what you say when you fire Shandy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's called a compliment sandwich.
How nice.
But I can't fire Shandy.
Yes, you can.
And she really thinks she's killing it.
That doesn't mean she is.
My dad calls it talent dysmorphia.
Oh my god, another term I am going to start using.
Absolutely, yeah. My stomach started grumbling when you said compliment sandwich.
I want a compliment sandwich. Let's all get compliment sandwiches. Actually, no, that means a negative in between. Damn it. Let's all get real sandwiches. Real sandwiches, yeah.
But Nate does not have glasses and a ponytail hiding his beauty.
No, I thought no. His transformation's gonna be on the inside.
Foreshadowing.
My wife Christina is the only woman I see with clarity. Every other woman is a smudge. Glasses, ponytail, she paints.
Like the girl in She Sold That.
Like what?
Oh my god.
My favorite thing to watch is my wife.
Cult leader! Cult leader! I'm calling bullshit, cult leader!
No, I can't. I'm only here to observe.
He's got a rainbow mug! He's got a rainbow mug! He's got a rainbow mug! I'm changing rings. I'm changing rings. We support pride here. Trent Krim has a rainbow mug. Hey! Hey! Oh, poor Henry.
If we leave right now and get the connecting flight through Paris, we can be in Kansas by noon, and that punk's house will be in ashes by 12:30.
Best thing you can do with bullies is ignore them. Then you sneak into their house at 4 a.m., which statistically speaking is the hour people are least prepared to defend themselves. Standing over them.
As they sleep in their bed, you start to beat them. Thick, heavy, blood, soaked in red paint, pounding them over and over until they wake, producing paint their own blood. When they're ready to stop, you laugh. As loud as you can, for as long as you can. And then, you start to beat them again.
Well, that's like a very specific scenario.
Hold off on anything like that until I connect with Michelle and just get the details, see what actually happened.
All right. Yeah, fair enough.
But thank you.
Pleasure.
I appreciate that Trent Crimm's mug didn't shatter. I think there's some symbolism there. Anyway, allyship.
The club is going in the wrong direction, and I fear that it has little to do with the quality of our players.
Coach.
Therefore, if we don't do well against City, we may have to thinking about, possibly, maybe focusing on, theoretically, as it were, changing manager.
You want to fire Ted?
At what point during any of that did it seem like something I wanted to do?
Higgins.
Therefore, I am granting myself permission to change the subject. Do you believe in psychics?
The universe is full of things we can't explain, Rebecca. Fingernails, what's that about? And psychics, even if some of them are charlatans, they can help us see something in ourselves that we can't quite see ourselves.
Interesting. That's a very optimistic way to look at it. We appreciate you, Higgins. Always.
She was surprised you didn't ask for her number at Bones and Honey.
Well, I didn't want to appear too forward.
Oh, Nathan.
Oh, hello. I'm glad...
How big a mess do you think he's gonna make?
Yeah, sorry, Mum. I'm just practicing for the... Yeah.
Oh!
How was I?
I was gonna say, that's like really smooth. You know what? I'm gonna appreciate that this man asked for his mother's advice, and I'm not gonna read anything weird into it. I'm going to choose to see it as purely wholesome.
I can be a little bit psychic.
Ah!
No, yes, I shouldn't have bullied you.
Bullied?
No, speaking.
You too, Ted.
Oh, wait, were they just in front of the picture of the ghosts or something? Or the picture when they were talking about ghosts in the picture or something? Keely's worn those shoes like 3 or 4 times this season. I do appreciate them repeating outfits because that's something Rebecca does a lot and that's something that real human beings do. I really appreciate that on this show.
Oh, because she just fired us. Because of Shandy. Because of your friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I speak with you, please?
Can you give me 30 minutes?
No.
Please, can I watch?
Barbara.
Yeah. Non-Schadenfreude zone.
I can give you 5 minutes, then I have to go downstairs and meet with the potential assistant. She's scared of elevators.
Honey, do I sense a villain arc coming here? Do I sense a Shandy villain?
Shandy.
Am I getting a raise?
Oh, honey.
My bold determination? What the fuck?
I was just let go because some people can't handle working with an innovator.
Oh.
Who's coming with me? Three months holiday every year, company car, massage table in the office.
You can't promise that, honey. You don't have a business yet.
That's because you're a coward, and I fucking hate you. I hate all of you!
Oh, yep, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is.
Dan, let's go.
Actually, I'm staying.
Suck my...
Classy. I don't know the actress's name, but I give her a lot of credit. That was a hell of a performance. I still trust Ted Lasso as a show, so I'm really curious to see where that storyline goes. But yeah, they definitely set that up.
I have an appointment with Dr. Wagner. Just fill this out and he'll be right with you.
Is she going to a fertility specialist? Yup, I see couples. My money's on fertility specialist. Ooh, Ted. She gonna put Ted? Oh. I think she just had a moment of realizing I don't know who to put as my emergency contact, which is a very uncomfortable realization for people sometimes.
As long as you have Zava, you'll be just fine.
That's not helpful.
But I was just wondering
If you're able to have children.
Yep.
We can run some tests and see what's possible. Sound good?
Great. Yep.
I'm proud of you, Rebecca. I'm proud of you. I don't know how this is going to work out, but I am proud of you for trying.
No video games before bedtime. Unless it's Animal Crossing. That's just fucking soothing.
Sam, we're playing like shit, and we all know it.
Aww.
Just stop acting like a bunch of little bunny rabbits. Let's fucking do this, yeah?
Hey! Fork off. Listen to Icon, not cult leader.
Jamie is so right.
I mean, yes, I agree with cult leader in this moment, but only because Icon is correct.
I know. My well-defined delts, traps, and glutes. That there is no opponent this team cannot conquer. I literally just said that.
You are still iconic, and we are behind you. We are Team Tart.
Because together, you can achieve anything.
This is the start of Ted wanting to get home to his son.
I'm sorry we kept missing each other.
That's okay.
The peanut butter jar! No, it's disgusting. No.
Yeah, Jake thought it'd be a good idea to get outside, get some fresh air.
No, that's
Dr. Jake thinks so, huh? I don't care if it's good advice. I don't like it coming from Dr. Jake.
I've been pulling my hair out all day over this.
And here comes the alcohol.
Those fellas are ready to hop on a flight to Kansas and go full Wicked Witch of the West on the kid that bullied them.
No, Ted,
Henry was the bully.
he was the bully.
He pulled a Charlie. Yep, this is definitely the start of Ted wanting to go home to his son. This is the start of Ted's journey home. Yeah.
Do you want to go see the Richmond match tonight? Either of you.
Will it be as violent as last time?
No.
Probably not.
Then no.
Barbara, you'll tag along, will you, Jack? I mean, if Keely hooks up with someone who kind of shares my name, does that mean that I kind of sort of by extension hooked up with Keely because it's Keely? And like, I wouldn't be upset about that. Just saying.
Carl, Master.
I'm not playing.
Share into your voice, please.
Okay.
I'll class him, Sam. Think you could.
Oh, that was adorable.
Where's Zava?
Where indeed? Where is the cult leader?
Why can't the world just have one big time zone, you know?
The sun.
Beard.
Henry's a good kid, because you're his dad. He's gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
Do you smell that awful stench?
Yes. And yes.
What the? Shandy did something. What did Shandy do?
Oh, wow. Oh, what the fuck? Oh.
The baby sheep from the Kafka commercial. Kafka, whatever.
The lion has left. Enjoy the lamb, bitch. Jesus. It's a gentle reminder to cancel her security badge.
So, oh my god, he's taking her to a taste of Athens. Nathan. Sweetie. Oh my god. Please remain unimpressed.
And you, miss? How can I help you?
Oh my god, Jade is an icon! Jade is my hero.
Just wait till you try the food, because the baklava is divine.
She's a model, she doesn't eat. Aww. Ooh. Picture's worth 1,000 words. And apparently 100 questions. Oh, this poor woman. Oh, this poor woman is getting hit with everything all at once. Everything everywhere all at once.
And Richmond are ready to start the game with Colin Hughes in place of Zava.
You know what? I will take Colin over Zava every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
But where is Zava?
Starting a new cult somewhere.
Neither is his agent, his manager, his publicist, his
Yep.
trainer, his acupuncturist, his acupressurist, his fecalist, his avocado whisperer, not even his barber.
His avocado whisperer? You mean his cult?
Sorry, Kaylee. She promised to get me a date with a celebrity.
Gotta love someone for what they are, not who they are.
That's sweet.
And here is a giant bag of shit.
I knew I liked Jack. I knew I liked her. Ooh.
Yeah, that's fine. It's time to smell that.
Some candles and alone time after hours, huh?
Oh, I could just drink, actually.
What's happening here?
Where'd you hide that?
On a desk.
There were a few flags there. Let's be real.
We chugged warm vodka for breakfast.
Wow, it takes a lot to surprise me.
I respect this woman so much.
Skål. Cheers.
I want to be a part of this party.
Nate,
Yeah?
can we please leave? We're just so dumpy and sad.
This place is important to me.
She doesn't care.
Birthdays, anniversaries. It's where we came after I got promoted as assistant coach at Richmond.
She doesn't care. She doesn't care about you, honey.
My friend has the flu, and I have to check on her.
She's not coming back.
Do you need all that stuff to go make a call?
Yeah, she does. She does. I almost want to say poor Nate. Do I feel bad for him? Do I feel bad for him? Okay, I do feel bad because that sucks. The only reason I'm happy about it is because I'm hoping it furthers his progression. To become a cult leader with an avocado whisperer. Oh, Rebecca. Just rip the Band-Aid off. Yep.
Right, yes, and that's what I thought. Oh, it's definitely to be, but just to be sure. Yeah, well, thanks again.
Oh, poor Rebecca. And the hits just keep on coming. Is she gonna go see Sam? Since she can't go to Keeley right now. She feels bad about going to Ted. Don't expect anything? I just heard the words.
What? You actually dated a birthday clown?
Okay, I love Jack, but not at the expense of Keeley and Rebecca's friendship.
Did you ever have sex with the clown?
Of course I did.
Hearing about all your bozo exes, making me feel much better about my last relationship. No, it was fun. 5 stars. We'll break again.
Keeley, you're a delight.
Because it still hurts. And I'm tired of feeling like that. I used to be a happy person.
You're still a happy person, Keeley.
Happy to me.
We spent all evening picking up like 50 kilos of lamb kapoops. Most fun I've had in months.
Aww. Yup! Who saw that coming? Who didn't see that coming? Let's be real. I mean, we are back to this boss-subordinate dynamic deal that's controversial.
No, you absolutely should have.
Get it, girls? Keely's got game. Like, let's be real.
Baklava for 2.
Oh, yeah,
She's taking pity on him.
unless you care to join me. No.
Is she gonna say yes? She's gonna say yes.
Sure.
She said yes!
For some reason, whenever I'm trying to impress someone, I end up sounding like my gran.
You're great.
This is a pure moment, and it's only happening after he's been humbled. We'll allow it.
Where we win that game.
Ted having an idea or a panic attack? Because it sounds like a panic attack. Panic attack. Oh, we've been building to this. We've been building to this. We've been building to this. Oh, Ted. Simultaneously the best and worst possible thing to happen at this moment.
Dad, I messed up. And if I just followed your advice, none of this would have happened.
I mean, that's true of just about any situation. Always listen to Ted.
If that don't work, do it again.
Yeah.
Oh, that is good advice.
Well, that's something my dad used to say.
Aww.
I let him know that I was sorry by doing an apology rap in front of the whole class.
Huh.
That's so Ted.
Is it true about Zava?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, okay, I'm only sad because it's breaking Danny's heart, but other than that, I'm glad to see him go.
Zava just posted a video.
He's signing with someone else. West Ham? If he signs with West Ham, I swear to God.
You are not my followers, you are my believers.
No, you're cult followers.
I will now dedicate all of my time and all of my energy to my family and my avocado farm. If you put your energy into the things you truly love, the universe puts its thing back into you.
Scurry home, and how about we hop online, play a little Roblox? How's that sound?
You're on.
Aww. Ted, you're such a good parent and I love you so much. Deep breath, Ted. Deep breath. Yeah, this is his... We're starting the journey to him going home. He needs to go home. Yeah. I'm proud of you, Ted. Oh, you handled it. I'm so proud of you. That's hard to do. That's progress. I'm proud of you, Ted.
I mean, technically, he retired from the whole sport, which makes it feel a little less personal, yeah?
Does it? Does it, though?
Turns out they were soulmates.
That's... I mean...
I think it's a good thing.
I do, too. Listen to the wisdom of Ted.
But I also want to do it with folks that want to be here.
Listen to the wisdom of Ted.
Handcuff him to his locker and make him love us.
We could have tried.
Danny!
We didn't need Zava.
No. Jamie knew that because he's iconic.
And all you fellas need to do is believe it.
Oh my God!
That's it, we're done.
It is a sign. I agree. It's just a sign.
Symbolic gestures!
Belief doesn't just happen because you hang something up on a wall. All right? Comes from in here.
The Lasso way!
Here. Down here. So much junk floating through us. A lot of times we end up getting in our own way.
Yeah. Sewers!
Shame.
Oh, shame. They said shame when they looked at Colin.
I don't want to mess around with that shit anymore.
Oh, Ted! Ted!
The belief that I matter, you know? Regardless of what I do or don't achieve. Belief that we all deserve to be loved.
Oh.
Been hurt, or maybe we've hurt somebody else.
Nate matters. Keely deserves to be loved.
Or what about the belief of hope?
Rebecca's hope.
Believing that things can get better, that I can get better, that we will get better.
Ted, I love you so much.
If each of you can truly do that, can't nobody rip that apart.
Ted, I love you so much. Dan, you can give a nice little speech.
Tomorrow at 4 a.m.
Damn fucking right.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. No! I'm so sad the episode is over. No! Ted! need to. Words cannot describe how much I love this show. And for you guys, I'm gonna try to find some. I'm gonna try. Like, pure doesn't even begin to cover it. Like, it's not a strong enough, pure is not a pure enough word to describe Ted Lasso. It just... It's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. Anyway, I'm gonna need a minute. Like, I'm gonna need a minute here, guys. This is just... Okay. All right. Rewind. Let's go through this. We are on a losing streak because I blame Zava, because he brought his cult mentality to this family, this pure, happy Richmond family, and I don't blame him, but I blame him. Fork Zava, go to your avocado farm. Nobody misses you. Nobody wants you here. I'm fine with that. Zava. Keely and Jack. Come on, who didn't see that one coming? Who didn't see that one coming? Let's be real. Jack is a rebound. She is a lovely, lovely, charming rebound. But I will die on the Keely and Roy Hill. I am thrilled for more representation. I believe in allyship. I am so, so happy for the representation in this season. I really do have to say, there absolutely were bits of foreshadowing dropped. Keely making comments about the fact that she's thought about Rebecca sexually, which, let's be real, who hasn't? Colin, we've had hints since the very beginning about his sexuality. Trent Krim, independent, with the rainbow mug. That groundwork has been done. So I absolutely believe that this is the direction that they were always going to go, because I do recall some criticism of this show in the first 2 seasons, and I mean like the only physically possible criticism is that there was not enough LGBTQ representation. So I feel like this is very much the culmination of all that groundwork, and this is where that's all coming out. And so I'm really, really happy to see it. I'm so happy to see it. I love the fact that it's happening organically. The fact that it doesn't feel forced. Again, they laid the groundwork. There was foreshadowing to this. None of this is surprising. None of this is out of left field. None of this is out of the blue. And so it does feel organic. It fits who these characters are. It just is a natural progression, and that is such a credit to the writing of this show, to the writers of this show. But the fact that they have proven that representation can happen organically, and it can happen organically because it exists organically. It is something that exists in life, it is something that exists in everybody, and it shouldn't be difficult to represent because it's just something that's there. It's just something that exists. It's only forced when you don't acknowledge that it's something perfectly natural, acceptable, and something you should be happy about. I appreciate the Ted Lasso writers so much. I appreciate this. Like, I will just keep saying it over and over and over again because I love this. I love this show so much. I love how pure, wholesome, loving, accepting it is. And again, Sam and I used to say this when we watched this show before, and the thing that I love about Ted Lasso and why the writing is second to none and why this show stands above anything else is it subverts your expectations in the best way. They take tropes, they take situations, and they take these stereotypes and moments where on any other show it would go the tropey direction, it would go the worst direction, and it doesn't. It goes the best way. It goes the positive, like with Henry being the bully. It's not unreasonable that a child whose parents are going through a divorce or just got divorced, whose father lives in a different country and now has a new father figure, it's not crazy to believe that he would struggle and that he might act out in certain ways. But the fact that instead of going the negative of all of a sudden this is going to become some big massive problem and Ted has to give up everything, or Henry's going down a road. It's, no, this happened, but Ted is a good parent. And the show doesn't do that. The show goes the good way in the same way that we set up a journalist saw Colin, who is in the closet with his boyfriend. On any other show, that would have led to Colin getting exploited, Colin being outed. Absolutely not. They used it as a segue to open the conversation to Trent's own sexuality, which again, fit organically because that groundwork was kind of there, but it wasn't an issue. It wasn't a big hullabaloo. It wasn't a, holy cow, we are doing representation. Look at all the representation we're doing. Look at this. Aren't you so proud of this? Look at Trent. He's gay, or he's bi, or he is queer, or he is pan, or whatever he is. Doesn't matter. It's Trent's business. But it just exists. It exists in the world of the show because it exists in the world. Oh, God, I love this show so much. I love this show so forking much. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Bringing back Friday Night's Wings Night. Oh, my God, I called it. I recognize. This is how many times I've seen this show. This is how many times, like, this is the Tedopedia that is in my head of just how many times I watched Ted Lasso that immediately I was like, oh, that's the cafe she broke up with Friday Night's Wings Night. And he comes in. I'm curious, because she said shite in knighting armor. We all thought that was going to be Jamie. I still think it is because Zava has left and we know that Jamie's going to step up. So I still think that's a possibility. But the fact that it was the green matchbook in the same place where she broke up with what's-his-face, who then shows up with his fiance who says shite in knighting armor, and just, oh my God, just so many great little details. I feel for Rebecca. This is a rough moment for Rebecca, but I really, again, another thing, another subversion of expectations that I appreciated so much. We really set up a rough episode for Rebecca here. Like, we set up that she is kind of getting hit after hit. Her team is losing. She lost her star player. Her friend is not answering her calls. She found out she probably won't have a child. And that all, in theory, would set up a spiral. On any other show, that would lead to a massive spiral and her at the end of this episode doing something problematic or doing something dramatic. And instead, we see her sitting, smiling at the end there. She's looking at the green matchbook, and so we all know she's thinking about Sam. However you feel about that, I would rather see her sitting, smiling, and hopeful, as Ted's voiceover said, hopeful. The fact that after all of that, we see her in a positive place is just another example of Ted Lasso subverting those expectations and always choosing the positive. Always, always choosing the positive. I loved Ted, who believes in symbolic gestures, who is the master of the believe sign, acknowledging belief doesn't exist in a piece of paper. Yes, symbolism is important. Yes, having reminders of that is important. But that's not what matters. What matters is that you believe. It doesn't matter that you see the word believe on a sign. It matters that you intrinsically believe. And so I love that moment. I love the symbolism of that moment. And his speech overlaid on each person that needs it. Keely, deserving to be loved. She does, 100%. She's going through a breakup. She's heartbroken. The person that she loved broke up with her. She deserves love. And whether that comes with Jack, whether Jack is a rebound, whether it's just someone that makes her feel better about herself in the moment, it reminds her that she deserves to be loved, that's all that matters. Be happy, girl. Get it. I think, if I recall, I kind of missed it, but I think Ted was saying something about accepting that you've hurt somebody, or that happens and you can make amends or something like that. I have to go back to it. Because unfortunately, I can't catch everything. I do my best, but I can't catch everything. But I think that's what it was about. And so I think that's going to be a thing for Roy, of acknowledging his part in that. And, I will die on this hill. I will go down with this ship. And then Rebecca and Hope. And I think that's just, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And Shandy. I am so curious to see what happens with Shandy, because that's not the last we're going to see of her. I fully don't believe that's the last we're going to see of her. And like I said, I've tried to be very open-minded about her this season, because again, what just happened is the sort of trope. It's what we would imagine a biatch doing. It is the stereotypical girl fight, girl rivalry of two women competing against each other in the way that Rebecca and Keeley never were, in the way that even when we brought in Sassy, never happened. And so on that note, I'm not surprised that it's happening because that's something they haven't explored before, and it's a trope that they have subverted up to this point, so I'm curious to see where they go with it. I don't know the actress's name, but she did a phenomenal job with Shandy's meltdown. That was spectacular, and again, not at all surprising. We've been building toward it. So I'm super curious to see where we go with that. And then finally, Nate and Jade. It was nice to see Nate humbled. I love that he brought a supermodel to Taste of Athens. That was beautiful. That was spectacular. I am happy with Jade because the reason I wanted her to stay completely unaffected and unimpressed was because Nate needed authenticity. Because Nate was not being authentic. Nate was, like he said, trying to impress. He's trying so hard. And every single time Nate gets himself into trouble is when he's trying so hard and not embracing himself, not embracing his own awkwardness and his own strength. He's looking for validation from everyone else. And in this scene, in this episode, he was looking for validation from Anastasia. He was looking for validation from Jade. He was looking for validation from everyone else. And it took him getting knocked down and being humbled and having a moment of genuine vulnerability with Anastasia and getting knocked out to recognize his own value. He has to know his own value outside of Rupert, outside of Ted, outside of Jade, outside of Twitter and the public and what anyone else thinks. Nate has to accept his own value. And so I think that was a really, really powerful moment of he acknowledged Taste of Athens is a special place to him. It's something that matters to him. And so for him to have that moment of vulnerability and acknowledge his shortcoming and acknowledge that he was being a pompous ass and trying to be impressive and come off his high horse, that's when Jade gave him a chance. Every encounter they've had up to this point in the entire series is him trying to be impressive, is him trying to be Mr. Big Shot, and when he was humbled, that's when she gave him a chance. That's when it happened, because that's when he was being his most authentic self. I think that is mwah! It's beautiful, it's spectacular writing, and I love this show so much. I found words, guys. I found words. I said I couldn't find the words to express it, and I did, and I'm proud of myself. I don't know if we've seen the last of Zava. I don't know if we have. He says he's retired, but if anyone can finagle their way into getting someone to do something, it's Rupert, so I would not be surprised if we see Zava again. It could go either way, off to create an avocado cult, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. I do think, again, we're 5 episodes in, we still have 7 episodes left to go, we're less than halfway through the season, there are still a lot of things that have to come back. So, we shall see. I'm trying to think of anything else from this episode I could possibly say. I'm sure there is plenty. I'm sure there are things I've missed. The callback of the lamb was adorable to the Kafka commercial. That was cute. I was wondering, because I remember when they were talking about lamb droppings in that scene, I'm like, okay, this has to be Chekhov's lamb droppings. Like, they wouldn't just talk about it for no reason. So I'm glad to see that came back. That makes me happy. Again, faith in the writers, absolute faith in the writers. But I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else I'm missing from this episode. Again, I'm sure there is, but I think I'm tapped out. I think I have run out of juice. I'm exhausted from joy here. I'm just the Ted Lasso hype. God, I needed this so much. I needed this so much. I'm not gonna lie. After the last few weeks, especially you guys on Patreon, you know, I needed this. I needed this so much. I love Ted Lasso. We saw Rebecca's purse again. That was another thing. Shandy was wearing the same blazer in this episode. Keeley was wearing the same shoes she's worn before. Rebecca was using a purse again. I so appreciate. I think she was also wearing a dress that she'd worn before. That's a tiny little detail, and I notice these things. I really appreciate that they do that this is something they constantly bring back, that these people rewear their clothes because humans in life rewear their clothes. Like, I love it. Tiny details. All right, I'm done. I have to be done. I have to be done. If I think of anything else, I'll address it at the top of the next video. But for now, I'm gonna leave it at that and just enjoy my Ted Lasso high for the rest of the evening. That's gonna be it for this video. As always, please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Drop me a comment, tell me your Ted Lasso stories. Are you as excited as I am? Do you lose your mind the way that I do? I hope so, I hope so. I forking love this show. Anyway, redder is better, so hit what may or may not be a big red subscribe button depending on your browser. Check me out on Patreon for the full-length version of this reaction as well as all of my other content, and Twitter and Instagram if you'd like other ways to follow. On that note, I will see you guys next week. Bye.